Today is March 20th, 2024. Okay. Yesterday was an annoyance. Oh my God. Okay. After I was tortured within, a couple months, people had showed up with broken arms, broken limbs. Something broke really bad. Come on. The torture wasn't approved. I kept telling you, I didn't know who the idea was. He wouldn't listen to me. He kept asking questions from different ones. Oh, they showed up. Michelle's daddy has a bad temper. He breaks things. He's a mafia. Huh? They have people dismembered, murdered. So, FBI agent John, there's no way you didn't know Michelle wasn't a mafia drug lord's daughter. What'd you do about it? Shit yourself when she walked in with Dave? Huh? Scaredy pants? You fed a human being to the cartel that was being human trafficked under drugs. You fed me to him. Oh, yeah. People yesterday. The FBI opened a case and just let it run. None of this is funny. They said the people working the case that none of it's funny. They just opened it, let it run. And they left her. I know. The cops that watch me, none of this is funny. They need to arrest John and Will. They stole my money. Agent John, the officers that watch me, said that it was him. Some of the investigators showed up a couple of Saturdays ago. It was him up at Apostolic Church of Barberton telling on me before I called him back. It was him. Of course it was. There was a John with a weird last name. Okay? Excuse me, by the way. But yeah, it was fucking him. He told on me where he already confessed on a recorded line that he had the church people in his office in the Vegas. And, that, he acted like he was going along with it for Strange's Life, faking you were sick and faking you got well when it was a medication error. He's just going along with it. And he told Apostolic Church of Barberton the night before that he knew I was being drugged, beaten, raped, and taken care of, and he was going to turn me back over to him because of Strange's Lie. When it's a medication error, medical malpractice, almost killed me, that he was going to turn me back over to him. Okay? He was aiding and abetting human trafficking. Under drugs, and they were drug being raped me. I've been going out with a retired officer. I just started. Oh, it's been a hot moment, okay? When I started going out with this retired officer, and he's a paralegal. They can't hire anybody. Either. That's what the criminal attorney said, the police said, and the prosecutor's office. He can't hire somebody on his own. Okay? You couldn't be in your home. They can't drug you. They can't do that. Well, I was telling him about being sick. All the marks on me, throwing up, heart racing, personally infected, almost passing out, migraine headache. He said, and I said, I kept blaming the well water. He's like, oh, honey. He said, that was not well water. He said, all those bruises, even under drugs, you were fighting them off. They were defense marks. And that was you were severely infected from being raped. And I'm sorry that happened to you. You were still fighting them off even under drugs. Told you. Like they said, somebody needs to get a arrest warrant for Agent Will. Well, they need to get it for Agent John, too. They fed me to the drug cartel. The human traffickers. You know what pisses the hell out of me? Where I call it a nationwide human trafficking scam, they had it on the news. They lovingly called it the countrywide. That's plagiarism. Couldn't you pick out a different name? You tweaked my name. All the drug cartel was here in 18. The different ones from across the nation, human trafficking and drug trading. They're all around me, and a lot of them were caught on police surveillance because of the case that was open. And they fed a human being to them so they could get them. And I like my damn money. I have a dent the size of a ball-peen hammer in the back of my head. 12/21/18. Raped and tortured July to September 19. Human trafficked between May and June of 19. Almost shot driving November, December of 18. Shooting night by Christmas 18. Being rival drug gangs where they said they killed two. They probably did. And other people were taken and they never got them back. And thousands died. And I got fed to them. They may have did, like they said, she was part of a really big bust. Oh, let's see, February 14th, 23, they did 800 across the nation. I knew 3 weeks before it happened. That kind of shit. But yeah, that agent stole my money. The people were talking yesterday. We found out how angry that drug lord was when he found out she was tortured and it wasn't approved. No man better say a word to her again. Right? Do you know some idiot showed up and said, well, they were only supposed to be making fun of her because he was going out with her instead of staying with her. Oh, bullshit. You're really not that fucking retarded. Do you take something that killed all your brain cells? They were drug beating, raping me. It's just a real life case of how to get away with murder. It's a human traffickers. You're not really that fucking retarded. Right? Oh, yesterday. People came in. None of this is funny. They found the tape of them admitting they photoshopped everything before them. And they made fun of them. I thought, where the flying fuck have you been? It's like there's mental retardation in the water. Oh, people last night out in North Canton were yelling. No one said a word. They found out nobody knew who that girl was. They were just down here telling everybody they were in charge. They were doing this, they were doing that, and nobody actually knew who she was. And they were, that's where people even said, on Sunday, they tell people they were retired judges' family? And so they get away with crime. That's stupid. That's very stupid. Nobody, like even an officer told me, people are thinking stupid. They're not putting common sense. You can't just tell somebody you're somebody and you should get away with crime. No man can get away with crimes. This one, the nation, the case where they hacked it and they sold it because the Kingsman from Texas and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And they sold it clear across the United States. Washington, California, Texas, Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania, and it was Wyoming or Nevada or something like that, Utah. They were all here, Washington State. I had a 2-mile-long brigade. You know something? A new guy in my life, and I like him. Oh my God, I like him. I used to pray that God would send me somebody as sweet and kind as my brother-in-law, Craig. And he answered my prayer. He's the sweetest man on earth. After that officer assaulted me last week and pulled my hair and then threatened to rape me, I was so upset I went home and went online. I just needed someone to talk to. And guess who listened? It's all. He's the sweetest man on earth. It's perfect. Kindest man. He looks like somebody from the queso. He looks like somebody. Well, be heavy or sad, but he looks like somebody who used to watch me. But there was even people in hospitals, universities. See, that helped out protect me. And they sold a login and backfire. People showed up to protect me at first. The apostolics can go somewhere else. Karen can hang out with us today. That kind of shit. People showed up across the nation. Like I said, there was people from hospitals, universities, da 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 da. And with my new guy being a retired officer from different departments, he could have been a volunteer. And he's the sweetest man on earth. I hope it works out. So, but yeah, you'd be surprised. Like the teenager said, even though police told them, they all know they all have to log in. They know they sold it. If you act stupid about the case, then you're dirty. Because all the real cops know they sold the login. And there's a real FBI case, and it's public knowledge. I'm going to upload this.